Hello again.
We're back.
Just gonna save state because I always forget to do that off camera. And we're just back here quickly trying to find the dungeon item here.
We got the Triforce piece already, but we think we may have forgotten something.
Yeah, we kind of got a cheap hit on Goma. I'm not sure that I really fought her properly because one arrow seemed to kill her, but that's fine by me. Whatever works.
Yeah, it was over very quickly. Both of us were sitting here thinking, that's it? We're done? It was very interesting.
Mm-hmm. So, what have been your thoughts on the game so far?
It's definitely been very interesting. Couple of moments where I know for sure without a map I'd get very lost.
But it should be noted that the original game came with a map. Like, you got a map in the box with the game.
But since you got this one off an emulator, you didn't get a map. We had to go look one up.
If you can find, like, the actual original maps these days, they're worth, like, lots of money.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, there's a lot of old games and things that are worth a lot now.
Do you ever wonder, like, what will be... Like, sometimes I wonder, like, 100 years from now, like, what will be the games that people care about from, like, this era?
Huh.
You know what I mean? Like...
Probably? Like, are you talking about, like, the NES era?
Oh, like our whole era. Like, let's say, like, I don't think it's unfair to call, like, the last 30 years, like, what I would sort of call the Nintendo era of gaming, like... that started with Nintendo getting involved in the industry, but...
Like, I definitely think that the Zelda series and Mario are definitely going to be characters that a lot of people will remember.
Do you think they'll still be making Mario? Like, I often genuinely wonder, like, will we be making Mario games 100 years from now? Like, because, like, I don't really see any reason for them to stop, but like so many of our cultural icons seem like they have such longevity. Like, do you think Mickey Mouse will be around 100 years from now? Do you think like our grandkids are going to be looking at like Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny stuff, or do you think that like eventually those characters will like fade?
Like, I kind of feel like Bugs Bunny is already a character that's starting to fade a little bit.
Interesting. I can see that, actually.
Yeah, just because, like, you don't really see it on like, regular TV as much anymore. Like, even when I was growing up, it would be on Teletoon Retro.
But I think, like, they always are trying to do reboots, just like they do with Mickey Mouse. But I would find that, like, the last several reboots of Bugs Bunny... Like, here's the difference to me between Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse, is that, like, everybody still thinks the old Bugs Bunnies are the best ones. Whereas I don't think most people are, like, looking at Steamboat Willie and are like, that's, like, the best Disney ever. Like, Disney kind of... And I wouldn't necessarily say that Disney is, like... better or worse definitively, but Disney continued to like develop, and its best years are still ahead of it, whereas I don't think that's true for Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
I think their golden age has come and gone, perhaps.
Yeah. Like, I definitely feel like Mickey Mouse is going to be a character that's going to stick around for a while. One thing that I do kind of wonder, like when you were talking about the Warner Brothers stuff, was how with Kingdom Hearts they had that crossover with like some of the Disney characters in the Final Fantasy, and I kind of wonder like how long are some of those characters gonna be remembered?
Like the Kingdom Hearts characters?
Like some of the Kingdom Hearts characters, and like even like other characters that cross over into that world as well.
Totally. I think it's interesting to try to assess longevity because like I find it's one of those really hard things to predict. Like And there are already, for sure, things that have, like, come and gone already, right? Ooh, what is this?
Yeah. Oh, what is that? It kind of looks like a wand.
Yeah. Like, nobody these days would talk about, like, Felix the Cat or Betty Boop. Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh, it's kind of like the wand that what were they called again?
Wizrobes.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of their attacks. Do you think it's stronger than theirs?
I don't know. I'm wondering if it can hit enemies maybe that some of these other attacks don't work on. It doesn't look like it.
Maybe.
Okay, well, let's get the fuck out of the dodge.
Okay.
Are there any characters you would say definitively, like, you'd be shocked if this character wasn't around in 100 years? Like, would you be shocked if Mickey Mouse was gone in 100 years?
Probably.
See, I don't know. I think Mickey Mouse as a mascot for Disney will be around. I'm not sure that we'll be seeing, like, successful Mickey Mouse cartoons.
Yeah, possibly.
For another 100 years.
That's true. I definitely see that. Like, I definitely see Mario at least sticking around as a mascot as well.
But again, like, Mario is the perfect example where I think... Although, Nintendo always surprises you because, like, Odyssey was very good. But I would have said, like, before Odyssey came out, I would have said definitively that, like, Mario was done. And honestly, that Zelda was on its last legs, too. And they had, like, a phenomenal year with those games.
Mm-hmm.
But,
like, Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey were amazing games.
Yeah. And they, like, really breathed life, like, I would have said, like, Mario, like, what was Mario doing before Odyssey? Like, he kind of had, like, 3D Land and, like, those games that were, like, kind of mediocre. There was, like, Captain Toad's Treasure Trackers, but, like, it was in a bad place. And then, like, Odyssey came out, and Odyssey was phenomenal and, like, groundbreaking. And same with Breath of the Wild. Like, I would have said... like, A Link Between... Or not A Link Between Worlds. Although A Link Between Worlds was, again, like, mediocre. Triforce Heroes was mediocre. Certainly, I would say that,
Ooh, do you think it goes through the wall?
Yeah, it does. This is, like, game-changing because now I don't need sword beams anymore. That's really the effect that this weapon has, is that it, reduces the critical importance of sword beams.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna cut this one off, and we're gonna look at the map and figure out where the fuck we're going. And then we'll come back and talk to you guys next time. Catch you later.